Back at 8:09 with Taylor's gift. 13-year-old Taylor Storch died in a tragic skiing accident back in March, but her mother vowed to hear the sound of her daughter's heart again after deciding to donate Taylor's organs. In a moment, we're going to reunite Taylor's parents with the mother of two who received their daughter's heart. But first, NBC's Lee Cowan has their touching story.
The sound of life. How often do we really listen? Patricia Winters does, almost every day. That comforting rhythm is all because of what happened to a 13-year-old she never met, Taylor Storch, on the last day of a family ski vacation on the very last run.
I saw Taylor lose her balance a little bit. It didn't take me but a very quick second to realize that she was hurt.
Taylor crashed and never got up. Doctors tried, but nothing. But in so many ways, that tragic end was another beginning.
There's such a powerful message behind what happened after she died.
Taylor's parents, Tara and Todd, decided to donate their daughter's organs. 5 strangers are alive today because of that gift.
She was such a giving, loving person, and so this is just really what she would have wanted. She just would continue to give.
Taylor gave her kidneys, eyes, liver, pancreas, and heart. But it was that her mother had such a hard time letting go. As vital as it was to someone else, she vowed to hear her daughter's heart again.
Since we lost Taylor, I have been wanting to have that connection because she and I were extremely close, and I wanted to know that she was still there.
Taylor's heart made quite a journey, all the way from the mountains of Colorado here to the deserts of Arizona. It arrived in the middle of the night to a recipient who was fast running out of time.
Looking back on it now, I realize just how sick I was.
And that brings us back to Patricia, a mother with a broken heart of a different kind. Hers was failing. She was rushed into surgery that night and awoke with a strange new feeling.
When I woke up, I kept saying, "Who is she? Who is she?" And then...
You knew right away it was a girl?
Yes, it was very bizarre to me.
Organ donors are confidential. No one could tell her. But Patricia's husband thought he knew. He'd found news reports of Taylor's accident, complete with pictures, even YouTube clips, and surmised that the heart must be hers.
At night, if I couldn't sleep, I would open up my laptop, and then I would look, and it was pretty dramatic, very dramatic.
But nothing would be complete until the two families met. And finally, 6 months after Taylor's accident, they did. It was the coming together of something so terrible and something so beautiful that words failed. The only sound that mattered, though, was the sound that Taylor's mother was so desperate to hear. Taylor's. And there it was.
You can hear it.
2 lives, 2 families, bound by one heart and one amazing gift.
She's strong.
For today, Lee Cowan, NBC News, Phoenix.
Tara and Todd Storch are here along with Patricia Winters, and Taylor as well is here, because without her, Patricia, you would not have gotten a second chance at life. Is there a day that goes by that you don't think about that little girl?
Not a moment. No, not at all. It's because I'm here, and I'm here raising my boys. I'm alive because of her.
When you made the decision, Todd and Tara in the hospital that day in March, your daughter had been declared brain dead, and the hospital came to you, Todd, and said she'd be a great candidate to be a donor. And you, what amazed me is you said, without even discussing it with your wife, yes, we should do this. What made you so sure that it was the right thing to do?
It was a very easy choice. Taylor was a giving, wonderful person, and I looked at Tara, and we knew exactly that's what Taylor would do. She was so giving, and that choice was very, very easy.
Meanwhile, at that point, Patricia, you're at home in Arizona. You're very sick. Can barely get out of bed on a daily basis to take care of your 2 little boys.
Right.
Had been a candidate twice before for a heart transplant, but both of those had fallen through. This time, you get the call, you go. It's a good match. You wake up, and as you said to Lee, you knew immediately it was the heart of a female. You found out it was a teenager, but how did you trace it to the Storch family and find out that it was this little girl's heart?
Actually, my husband did while I was in surgery. A friend of his had sent over the article from Colorado, their news bulletin stating that a 13-year-old girl had died in a ski accident, and a 39-year-old Arizona woman received her heart. So my
putting two and two
husband's friend,
together.
exactly.
And then when you saw that child's face and made the connection, what was that like for you?
I saw her face within 24 hours of my transplant, and when my husband showed me the laptop, I just told him that he needed to put it away. I was not ready to look at her picture. Picture equals, reality. So it was just too much for me at the time. It wasn't until I was alone and could really just look at the pictures myself.
So how did you all end up reuniting here, Tara? How did that come about?
We had a neighbor who knew that from the very beginning I wanted to connect with her heart. And it was just a pull that I needed. I needed that connection. And a neighbor of mine went on the internet and searched and searched and searched and found an article written about someone in Arizona who had received a heart transplant, and found someone that had commented on an online article, and she responded, and it just happened to be Patricia's connection.
And there was a moment when you all met where the two of you were sitting on a couch, two moms, and you shared something very you leaned your head onto Patricia's chest.
Probably that was
Tell
the
me
most
about
precious. That was the most precious time I had with her, because Todd and her husband Joe had gotten to get something to eat, and so Patricia and I were together alone, and I asked her, I said, can I just lay my head on your chest and listen? Because Taylor and I were very, very close, and I would lay in bed with her and just snuggle with her. And so I got to lay my head on her chest and hear her, and what was magical about that is while I was doing that, her heart had this huge kick. And then Patricia goes, did you hear that? And I said, yes, it did. And then it did it again, this huge kick. And I looked at Patricia, and she said, I was praying while you were laying on my chest that Taylor would give you a sign that she was here. And she did. And I will never forget that. It was truly the gift of Taylor letting me know that she's here.
And Taylor continues to give her gift through this organization, the foundation you have started, ToddTaylorsGift.org. What have you learned about organ donations in your own state of Texas and nationwide, and what is the message you're trying to get out?
The message is that the message is easy. This is a simple choice. Most people want to become organ donors and not quite sure how to become, and we're trying to make that very, very easy for them with one place to do that. All the states are listed. What I've learned ultimately is that, there's a lot of new things that are happening with the different databases, and we want to just make one single place to make it easy for everyone to become an organ donor, because the statistics show that most everybody wants to, and we want to help them.
Well, we so appreciate you being here today, Todd and Tara and Patricia. Thank you so much, and Taylor as well. To learn more about Taylor's gift, head to our website, todayshow.com.